Hi, this is Paula Chilchick from Anecdote Sydney office, and wanted to share with you some more insights from my article, Stop Presenting the Strategy and Start Communicating It. We spoke last time about anecdotes and the importance of sharing short, detailed stories that bring out emotion and make a strategy story tangible for people. But there's a few really important dimensions to anecdotes that I want to share with you today. And the first one is that a big challenge people or leaders often face when they present a strategy is that it's dynamic. So they might present at the beginning of the year, but then a whole bunch of different things happen and the story changes or evolves, different events happen in the marketplace, and you need to maintain the relevance somehow without constantly rewriting the strategy every month. Anecdotes are a great way to do that. They're very flexible. So for example, if you were talking about, in the general manager from Microsoft's case, elevate the customer experience, it's one of their pillars, great corporate speak language. They may in quarter one tell stories about or anecdotes about how a better understanding of the customer was found. Make it more tangible. People know what it means to understand the customer better. And then in quarter two, the emphasis may shift as they start executing to self-serve options and how they help customers have better self-serve options. Then in quarter three, it might shift to anecdotes on customer feedback as the strategy is starting to succeed. Little anecdotes that show the impact that's being made and boost morale and also give people an understanding of perhaps what's changed in the successful execution of the strategy. So they're really flexible, and as you collect all of these anecdotes, you have a really powerful, excuse the jargon, a powerful content engine. What do we mean by powerful content engine? Is anytime you have to give a speech and a leader has to give a speech or anyone in the organization has to give a presentation, write a communication, you now have a story library or a story bank of all of these different stories, anecdotes within the organization that all have a business point and that can bring your presentation to life. And the more that you harness that and tag it and make sure that it's got easy access, the more powerful that content can be and the anecdotes can be. The other aspect of anecdotes that is really powerful is that they're spoken stories. So they're not written down like case studies with beautiful language, as we mentioned before. They have to be taken, and they might be a few points. So, you know, where the time and place was, and very, very briefly what happened, so that it can trigger people to tell it orally and to say it in their own words and to personalize the story. And by doing that, they take ownership of it, people are much more interested in it, and they can tailor it to particular audiences. So the head of marketing in New York City can tell a story about brand, an anecdote about brand in their language, in their words, that happened to them or someone that they know in the New York office. Whereas someone in Sacramento in customer retention perhaps, they can find an anecdote about a customer that was saved because of certain actions. That's going to resonate much more strongly with that audience. And then someone in risk management or compliance may find an anecdote about the importance of avoiding hubris and what went wrong when someone was a little overconfident or didn't check something, and that's going to be really powerful for that audience. So it's the versatility in anecdotes that make them really powerful. And just to recap, they make sure that you have a living strategy because they're able to evolve, and you collect anecdotes. Every day you can collect one and keep refreshing them so it's fresh for the audience. And then the second part is anecdotes are really conducive to being told orally, and that's what personalizes the message and makes sure that you're hitting the audience.